Hey guys, Mike Martinez, and today we are going to talk about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind and how you can start magnifying your mental powers, magnifying the way you direct your mind by learning how to control both the conscious and the subconscious. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Hey guys, Mike Martinez, and here's today's topic, and this is why this is critically important if you're a person that wants to start learning how to control your life and control your mind so that you can direct your life on a conscious level, right? We got the conscious mind and we have the subconscious mind, two separate parts of the mind that are critically important that we understand their roles so that we know how to use them in unison to be able to control our actions, to be able to control our beliefs, to be able to control what it is that we are deliberately trying to manifest. Now, although the conscious mind is not nearly as powerful as the subconscious mind, the conscious mind does control a lot of what is allowed to go into the subconscious mind. So here's the bottom line. The conscious mind looks at things, analyzes things, determines things whether they're true or false, and after a period of time, once you are convinced, once the conscious mind is convinced that yes, this is true, it lets it sink into the subconscious mind. Now you can do this in several different ways. The subconscious mind isn't just open, right? And the reason why it isn't just open is because if you took everything just flowed right into the subconscious mind, you'd be doing some really crazy things, right? Because the subconscious mind is really the operating system of what's happening behind your mind, and it's ruling a lot of different things. It moves all the, it keeps your body functions going, right? And you're not even conscious of that. That's happening on a subconscious level. But it also controls a lot of the beliefs that you have. It controls the things that you think, and this is important, that you think are true. Not necessarily true, but you believe are true. And the reason why that happens is, again, the conscious mind is going out there and it is evaluating things. It is looking at things. It's trying to verify things. The subconscious mind does not do that. When you put an idea in your subconscious mind, it's accepted as true, right? If you say, oh my God, I'm a lousy dancer, every time you go out there and you try to move, your body's going to be awkward. If you say, man, I'm not such a bad dancer, actually I'm a good dancer, then when you're out there, your body's gonna function that way because of the subconscious mind. Now, what happens when you're out there in the beginning, and let's say as a little kid and you're dancing in a party and people are saying, look how funny he looks, right? The conscious mind grabs that idea and says, oh wow, people are laughing at me, I'm funny. If the opposite happened, if you were dancing and people said, oh look, he's so good at dancing, then you would start taking that belief. And over a period of time, doesn't happen instantaneously, but over a period of time, that starts sinking into your mind. And by the way, I brought up an idea that's being taught or being repeated when you're a kid. A lot of the things that are in your subconscious mind now are things that you accepted because of whatever. Because an authority figure said, this is this and this and this. And you just, hearing it over a period of time, accepted it as being true. And now it's part of your subconscious, your subconscious. And doesn't make it true, right? I remember, and here's where the power of mind power really comes to. There was a book that I read several years ago that said, what was one thought, just one thought, that you originated yourself? Not that came from mom, not that came from your parents, not that came from education, not that came from religion, not that came from the media, not that came from, an authority figure. an idea that you originated yourself? What is one idea, or even better, more powerful, is what is one belief that you accepted or confirmed or developed on your own? Right? Because a lot of things, again, a lot of the things that you believe now are not necessarily true. You know, it was crushing to me to realize that Santa Claus doesn't exist, right? Just found that out recently, and let me tell you, I'm joking. But that's what happens, right? We go out there, and for years, we believing as a little kid, Santa Claus is out there, he's going to drop some presents down the chimney or whatever. Right? He's shooting down the chimney and he's going to bring some presents. And you believe that until you get somebody that contradicts that and contradicts it over and over a few times. And then you change that belief. But a lot of things that you have in your mind right now that may be subconscious programming that you don't even realize. But there are things that were programmed onto you when you were a young kid, and now they're still running. Now, do they affect you? Do they play a beneficial part of your life? That's the key question, right? Because if they don't, then you want to change that. If they don't, you want to take a look at what the subconscious has. And I'll tell you what, the easiest way to look at it, or to find out what your subconscious beliefs are, is to look at your life. Because your life is a direct reflection of what you are believing in your mind. Now, you may consciously say, oh, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe money is bad. But you may have had a programming that led you to believe that. And maybe in the back of your mind, right? You heard a lot when you were a kid, hey, what do you think? We're the Rockefellers, right? Or maybe you've heard, if you do this, this, and this, you're going to get this disease, right? And that may not be true. But since you've heard it and you believe it, as you believe, let it be done unto you, right? That's what the Bible says. And that always, got me thinking, right? Because the Bible always talks about Jesus creating these miracles. And you know what's interesting? Every time he created a miracle, other than when he spoke to a dead person and raised the dead, right? But when he spoke to a person that was alive, they would reach out to him and say, hey, Jesus, can you help me out here? I'm blind. I need my eyesight. He would say, do you think I could, restore your eyesight? And they say, yes. Every time in the Bible, that's what happened, right? When somebody came and said, hey, Jesus, I got leprosy. Can you restore my health? Do you believe I could restore your health? Yes. Jesus always followed up with the same expression. Let it be done to you according to your belief. Let it be done to you according to your belief. Right? So belief is a powerful, powerful thing. And once you start learning how to analyze your belief, and this is what we're talking about when it comes to mind power, guys. Because belief is such a powerful thing that once you start deliberately creating the beliefs, rather than just accepting what mom and dad said, what the school said, what religion said, what the government said, what education said, what media said, whatever, right? Once you start looking at that and saying, well, I don't know if that's true, and you start deliberately changing and creating beliefs, then you have a whole new control over your life. That's what the power of having mental powers have to do. And we're going to go into a lot of really great things in this channel. But what I'm telling you right now is once you start deliberately analyzing your beliefs and then saying, well, you know what? I accepted that as a kid. I don't know if that's true anymore. Right? Santa Claus. And then you go out there and you start creating beliefs that are going to support your goals, support the direction that you're going after, right? Support the vision that you have for yourself. Now you've created a tremendous amount of power, a tremendous force, a tremendous vibration that goes out there and helps you achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So beliefs is a very powerful thing. Now, how do we change beliefs? Again, the conscious mind is what looks at things, analyzes things, scrutinizes things, And over a period of time, it's the gatekeeper to your subconscious. It does not allow things into the subconscious just like that. It looks at them, it believes them, and once it gets to be a belief, boom, it goes into the subconscious. Now, the subconscious takes over and works on that belief on an effortless level. It doesn't need the conscious mind to trigger it, right? The subconscious is working always on an effortless level. But it guards you. It makes sure that what you're accepting there is a belief. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Very important thing to understand when we're talking about the conscious mind. The conscious mind, because of the fact that you are putting your focus or putting your attention on something, it's going to try to find things that are going to make that true, right? It's going to find, and this is the juggling act that we need to do, right? So when you say, hey, people from this particular country are bad, right? It's going to find ways, it's going to find things for you to verify that. And you could also say, hey, people from that particular country are good. They're good people. It's also going to do the same. It's going to find things that are going to verify that. Now, are people good or bad? Right? You can find good in everybody. You can find bad in everybody. You can find good in every situation. You can find bad in every situation. It's how you look at it and the intent, the intention that you put out there. When you put out an intention, the mind is going to try to find a way to bring those things to your attention so that you could say, aha, you see, I told you those people are bad. Ah, I told you those people are good, right? It brings those things. So, it's kind of a toss-up. You really have to understand that what you are doing, or what you should want to be doing, is creating deliberate beliefs. Creating deliberate beliefs. Now, does that mean that what you're creating is 100% true? It does not mean that, okay? But does it mean that the belief that you are creating is going to support your goals? That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to create a table that has legs under it, right? And the more legs that you have, the more stable that is, right? So in that process of going through the conscious mind, you are now, how you look at things is what it's going to bring back to you. And that is the critically important lesson today, guys. Using your conscious mind to allow things to sink into the subconscious mind over a period of time because of repetition and because of verification. We verify, we verify, we verify. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. This all happens, and this is a scientific thing. This all happens because of the reticular activating system. It's known in science as RAS, R-A-S, reticular activating system. And what that means is that once you start pressing or putting your attention on something, you start noticing more things. It's the same analogy of, I buy a blue pinstripe suit, and then guess what? Hey, this guy's got a blue pinstripe suit. Oh, look at that, another guy with, right? You start noticing them more, right? You buy a red Toyota and a particular model, and you start seeing the red Toyota's particular model all over the road. You never saw them before, but you buy it, and now that starts activating the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is actually a filter that goes through your mind because so much is going on around us, it can't possibly accept all of that. The subconscious can, but the conscious mind has to filter out as much as it can to stay focused, right? So, again, we have the ability, because of that, because of the reticular activating system, and because we're deliberately controlling the subconscious mind, we have the ability to create deliberate beliefs. And that is where you have power. That is where you gain the strength and the power and the ability to direct your life in any direction that you want. This is critically important for this lesson. And if you're looking to master brain power or mind power, you need to start looking at your beliefs. You need to start filtering out the beliefs that are not supporting you and then creating deliberate beliefs that will support you. How? By creating an intention of looking at something in a particular way and then verifying that. And if you do it over and over and over again, as an adult, that's how it happens. There's two ways to get right into the subconscious mind: repetition, constant repetition of a belief, and hypnosis. Right? A lot of times you've seen it. A person can get into a deep, a relaxed state, and the subconscious mind is already open there, and any commands that go in there are accepted by the subconscious mind. That's a hypnotic state. That's a hypnotic suggestion. You can do that if you practice hypnosis. If you practice meditation, you can do this on your own, kind of like a self-hypnosis, or you can do it by creating the belief and creating the thought over and over and over again, especially if you're in a relaxed state and you continue to see that thought, you continue to create the movie, you continue to feel the feelings, and it'll start triggering, it'll start influencing the subconscious mind. This is what it's all about, guys. And this is how you're going to start changing your life and changing the direction that you're going. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you are, whether it's you feel like you're incredibly sick, or you feel like you're not having any success, or you feel like you need a better relationship, or you have no relationship. The bottom line is, how are your beliefs affecting you? And again, the easiest way to look at your beliefs and to understand what your beliefs are is to take a look at what you're manifesting in your life, because that is the mirror image of what's going on inside, whether you realize it or not. So I'm telling you, gain the strength, gain the power of going out there and putting these beliefs to work for you, because you're doing them on a very deliberate fashion. You're creating a belief that's going to support you. You're creating a belief that's going to take you to the next level in your life, in your relationship, in your money, in your business, in your health. When you do that, you just magnify everything that starts coming to you. You start vibrating in a way where now things are coming to you effortlessly. That is the power of what we're talking about. So take some time over the next few days and write down in a journal, right? And if you don't have a journal, it's a good time to start one. Write down in a journal, well, this is what happened to me today. And you could look at your beliefs, whatever your goal is, right? Your goal is, I want to start a business. Well, you know what? I didn't do anything for my business today, right? You can start looking at what you are manifesting, looking at what is actually coming into your life, and then you can analyze what the beliefs are. And then you ask yourself this question: who would I need to be in order to manifest this belief? Who would I need to be in order to attract the person that I want in my life? Who would I need to be in order to build X amount of dollars a year in a business? Remember, the first step is awareness. You want to know what it is that you believe, and you want to deliberately start changing the things that are not supporting you. So take that little homework into heart and put it into play, right? Nothing happens until you start taking action. I'm telling you, start by becoming aware of what it is that you believe, and then start writing down what it is that you need to become. Who do you need to become? What beliefs do you need to have about yourself in order to achieve the goals that you want to achieve? This is the genesis of mind power. This is how you start influencing your mind to bring you and attract to you all the things that you want. It starts with beliefs, and it starts with the awareness of becoming the person that you want to believe. So, Mike Martinez, let's get this together. Let's get this project together by you becoming aware of what you want, and then deliberately deciding what it is that I need. I need to be this person in order to achieve this goal. I need to be this person in order to attract this goal. Once you start that process, I'm telling you, it's a life-changing situation for you. You'll be able to tap into some power that you can't even imagine what it will be. I'm telling you, let it be done unto you as you believe. Create those deliberate beliefs and you're going to create miracles. Mike Martinez, I'll see you in the next segment.